Welcome back to this Basics of AutoCAD video series. Hopefully you are here today to learn about polygons, since that's going to be our topic for the day. Here are different steps for creating a polygon. Step number 1, set your drawing aid. Step number 2, set your current layer. Step 3, start your polygon command. Step 4, enter the number of sides of your polygon that you want to create. Step 5 is select the edge option and follow your command line prompts, or you can continue on to the next step, and we'll talk about when you would want to use the edge option. Number 6, click or enter coordinates of your center point. Step 7, select whether you want the polygon to be inscribed inside of the circle or circumscribed about the circle. Step 8, enter your radius of your circle to create your polygon. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. First question of the day is, how many sides do you think a polygon can have in AutoCAD? Do you think it's unlimited, or is there a certain number that exists that you can't make a polygon with more than a certain number of sides? So take a second and think about that, because here's your answer. When you start your polygon command and you go to type in your sides, like I type in 1,000,000, it tells me you cannot make a polygon with more than 1,024 sides. So you can log that in the useless information about AutoCAD bank, because I doubt if you'll ever need to create a polygon with that many sides. But here we've got a couple of circles, or a couple of polygons that we're going to create. And when dealing with polygons, really the hardest part about creating a polygon is determining if you need it to be inscribed in the circle or circumscribed about the circle. And so I drew the same polygon with both methods and dimensioned them so that hopefully you could see the difference. So let's go ahead and start our polygon command. And before we do that, let's set our drawing aids so that everything is set the same. And again, we just want dynamic input turned on. We can go ahead and turn everything off. We shouldn't need any of it. So dynamic input, hardware acceleration can be turned on. Now come on up here, and you'll find your polygon command hidden in there with your rectangle command. So if you hit your little drop list arrow and select polygon, it asks you how many sides, so we'll say 8 sides and hit enter. Specify the center of your polygon. So for these, we'll just click some random point. It's going to be the center point. Our first one's going to be inscribed in our circle, and so that your entire polygon is going to be inside of the circle that it's using, that AutoCAD is using to create your polygon. So we'll do inscribed. It says specify a radius of our circle. So radius of our circle is going to be 1, and there you have your polygon. So now if we use the other option, come back up here, do polygon, number of sides, we'll do 8 and hit enter. Specify our center point. And then so for circumscribed will mean your entire polygon is outside of the circle. So let's go ahead and select circumscribed, specify your radius. Radius is going to be 1 and hit enter, and it creates our polygon for us. And so most of the time in AutoCAD, what I'm using polygon to do is to represent the head of a bolt. So if I'm going to use the head of a bolt, which of these two options am I going to use? Say I want it to be 1 inch across the head of the bolt. Would it be inscribed or circumscribed? And if you answer circumscribed, you are absolutely correct. So if we do polygon, and bolts have 6 sides, so we'll do 6. Center point, so just click some random point. We want circumscribed, and then I'm going to use a radius of 1/2. That way, when I go to measure this, I'll just go ahead and turn my object snaps on so I can measure this. And so from one endpoint to the other, which is going to be my distance across my flats, that's going to be 1 inch. So when you're creating your hex heads for either bolts or nuts, you'll use the circumscribed option. So the other option we have for polygons is the edge option. So if we go ahead and select polygon, and this time we'll use 10 sides. So we'll type in 10. It says specify center point of our polygon, or we can select edge. You'll use the edge option when you know the length of one of your edges, when you want to specify the length of the edge. So I'm going to click on edge. It says specify first endpoint of edge. So I'll just click a point, and then I'll use that same format. My edge is going to be, let's say, 0.5 long. So I'll do 0.5, I'll hit tab, type in 0, and hit enter. And so that gives me a regular polygon where the length of each of these sides is a ½ inch. I can measure those, and each one of those is going to be a ½ inch. So you use that option when you know what length of side you want. So that's how you create polygons in AutoCAD. Again, just in summary, here's your different steps that you'll go through to create your polygon. Step 1, set your drawing aids. Step 2, set your current layer. Step 3, start your polygon command. Step 4, enter your number of sides of your polygon. Step 5, select your edge option and follow the command line, or just continue on to the next step. Step 6, click or enter coordinates of your center point. Step 7, select whether you want it to be inscribed or circumscribed. Step 8, enter your radius of your circle to create your polygon. And that's all there is to it. So good luck in creating polygons in AutoCAD.